So how's it going, everyone? Now this morning I took advantage of the idea of a gap fill to the upside on the market because in the overnight session, I think it was because of Tesla earnings, we went down quite a bit, which formed a gap in the overall market. And the same exact thing happened yesterday. The market gapped down overnight, and then when the market opened, it just slow grinded back up to the upside all morning. And as you know, gaps in the market just love to get filled. So that was kind of my plan in the pre-market. I was anticipating a move back to the upside, so I caught a nice scalp on the NASDAQ market to the upside for a small win. And I got it recorded live so you guys can see it. And I will also break down the trade at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that and enjoy the live trading. This kind of looks like a nice break and retest of the pre-market high on the NASDAQ. Thinking about potentially getting long here. I'm gonna go for it.
Order filled.
Keep the stop pretty tight.
Order submitted.
But that gap looks like it wants to fill, so I think this is worth going for. If we break high a day, I think I'll take a contract off. I'm actually going to take one off there.
Order
now
canceled.
Adjust this down to 1.
Order submitted.
Wow, it's really squeezing now. I'm going to move my stop up below this pivot, and we'll see how much more we can squeeze out of this. I think I'm going to close this trade because this is very overextended, and I'm going to take that off right there for a nice $70 gain. So now to break down this trade. Now here's the NASDAQ futures on the 15-minute chart. And as you can see on Tuesday, this is the price action. This was the close. And this is where we opened on Wednesday morning. Now that's a pretty big gap in the market. And you can see as soon as the market opened, it just trended up all day, filled the gap perfectly. And then essentially the same thing happened this morning. This was the close yesterday, and this was the open today. So again, there was a big gap in the market, so that already gave me kind of a bullish bias. And now if I go ahead and break it down to the 1-minute time frame, I can show you the other pieces of confirmation that I had. Now actually, let's go out to the 2-minute just to show you to show you that we were below yesterday's pre-market low. Now yeah, this was a level I was watching, and we opened and then got above it pretty quickly. Now I was kind of watching for a rejection of this level, but very quickly the market squeezed above it. Now I'm going to zoom into the 1-minute time frame now. So we had a gap in the market, we got back above prior day low, and we were above the VWAP. And when we came back down and retested VWAP and the 9 EMA, this candle started to look very bullish, so I went long right here. And I think it was a great entry, but I did make a mistake that you probably saw in the video. This trade should have been twice as big because I actually sold one of my contracts when it came back down to break even. Now, I really got to stop doing that because that is just an emotional decision. That was not part of my plan, and I sold half my position just simply because of fear, and I really paid the price because I missed out on another $70, but I'm glad I held the last one because you can see we got quite a few points to the upside, and I didn't really have a set profit target on this trade. And yeah, my exit was not so great either. I really just kind of sold the last contract because I was happy with how much I was up, which is really not a great way to trade either. I should have kept my stop where it was and held through the chop, held through the higher lows. And, you know, I could have got a few more points to the upside, but it was still a decent trade. But I think my execution could have been a little better. So yeah, now if we take a look at the Ninja Trader account, we are up $72 on the day. The account is at 25,100. Now in the last video, it was slightly higher. And yeah, yesterday I gave back a little bit of profit. I just got chopped out. Yesterday, really, we did not have great price action. I took one trade, and it was a loser. I lost about $80. Now I'm still green on the week slightly, and this is still like the first week of the account reset, so I'm not stressing about finding more trades, but I know that if we want to have a shot at passing, we need to find greater risk reward setups and execute properly on them. So yeah, that was the one trade I took today. It was the idea, again, of the gap fill concept, the same thing that happened yesterday. Now you can see the gap really did not get filled all the way. I mean, it's only 11 a.m., but yeah, I was kind of thinking we were going to get a move all the way up to 13,200. Now that might still happen later on in the day, but as of right now, just kind of chopping around. So yeah, I guess we'll just see what happens later on throughout the day. But I'm not going to take any more trades, so I'm going to call it there. And yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. And yeah, no additional trades on the Webull account in case you're wondering. Again, I just have not been wanting to trade options recently. I think with the low volume in the market, I think futures is the better way to go. So this is what I'm focusing on for now. But that is all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And by the way, thanks for the support on the last video. It got quite a few more views than my videos usually do. So yeah, I really do appreciate the support on the channel. It encourages me to make more content. And yeah, I mean, we're almost at like 450 subscribers, which is great. I mean, I would love to hit 500 soon, so I would greatly appreciate it if you follow me along my journey. And if you have any advice or feedback, feel free to leave it in the comments below, and I would love to read it and reply to you. With that being said, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.